Hey, hope you're doing well. I know we cannot be here together today, but I wanted to do another children's lesson. Now, before we get into the activity, at the end of this video, I'm going to be talking about Team Kid and how we're going to be doing it next Sunday, because we're coming back to services, and I'm going to be talking about that and giving more details. So stay tuned. Now, for the activity, here's what you're going to be doing. Now, the last few weeks we've been talking about creation. So we've gone through day 1 all the way to day 5. So what you're going to do is you're going to say, my name is fill in the blank. And then you're going to say, God created fill in the blank. Now, this is how it works. So when you say, my name is, the first letter of your name, then when you get to God created, you're going to come up with something God created on that day, day 1 to day 5. For example, this is how it works. So, my name is Justin. So I got to come up with something that God created that starts with a J. So, my name is Justin. God created jellyfish. Well, what day did he create jellyfish? On day 5. So you can get with your family and you can do this activity. I hope you have a great time doing it. So the last few weeks we've been talking about what God created on each day. So let's review. On day 1, we see that God created the heavens and the earth. And the earth was covered with water. And then God spoke and said, let there be light. And there was light. He separated the light from the darkness. And he said the light was good. That's day 1. With day 2, God spoke and said, let there be a sky. Let there be an expanse. And there was. And he separated the waters from the waters. And the sky was above and the waters were below. That's day 2. Well, on day 3, God spoke and said, let the waters gather together. And then the dry land appeared. Well, he called the waters the seas, and he called the dry land the earth. Well, then God said, let there be vegetation. So we see there's trees according to their kinds, plants according to their kinds. And God said it was good. That's day 3. Well, on day 4, God created specific lights. He created the sun to rule the day. He created the moon to rule the night. And then he also created the stars. Well, also, we know on that day, day 4, that he created the planets, the comets, the asteroids. And so, he said it was good. Well, then last week, we talked about what God created on day 5. Well, we see that God created fish, the creatures that live in the water, and also he created birds. He created all the flying creatures on day 5. And guess what? He said it was good, what he created. Well, today we're going to look at day 6 and day 7 of creation. So let's see what God created on day 6. So we're going to be reading from Genesis chapter 1, verses 24 through 31. Then God said, let the earth produce living creatures according to their kinds, livestock, creatures that crawl, and the wildlife of the earth according to their kinds. And it was so. So God made the wildlife of the earth according to their kinds, the livestock according to their kinds, and all the creatures that crawl on the ground according to their kinds. And God saw that it was good. Then God said, let us make man in our image, according to our likeness. They will rule the fish of the sea, the birds of the sky, the livestock, the whole earth, and the creatures that crawl on the earth. So God created man in his own image. He created him in the image of God. He created them male and female. God blessed them, and God said to them, "Be fruitful, multiply, fill the earth, and subdue it. Rule the fish of the sea and the birds of the sky, and every creature that crawls on the earth." God also said, "Look, I have given you every seed-bearing plant on the surface of the entire earth, and every tree whose fruit contains seed. This will be food for you, for all the wildlife of the earth, for every bird of the sky, for every creature that crawls on the earth, everything having the breath of life in it. I've given every green plant for food." And it was so. God saw all that he made, and it was very good indeed. Evening came, and then morning, the sixth day. So now, on the sixth day, we see that God has created the land animals. Well, let's think about some of these animals that God has created on day 6. Let's think. Oh, he created lions. Here's a picture of a lion. He created elephants. Here's a picture of an elephant. Oh, he created horses. Here's a picture of some horses. What else would he have created? Oh, he would have created spiders. That would have been the insects, the animals that would crawl. He created spiders. We also created, here's a picture of some lion cubs. And, he would have created, he would have created this, dinosaurs. Here's a picture of a dinosaur. But you're thinking, Justin, I don't see any dinosaurs today. Well, we just know that they are extinct. We're not sure exactly what happened to them, but we know they're not here anymore. But he would have created dinosaurs. And he created all these animals according to their kind. Well, here's some other animals he would have created. We have a wolf, okay? And so a wolf would be part of the dog kind. All right, here's a wolf. He also would have created rabbits. Here's some rabbits. We know there's different kinds of rabbits. So here's a rabbit. And God, you created bears. Well, here's a polar bear. And there's all kinds of different kinds of bears. And he created these according to their kinds. God said it was good. Well, what else did God create on day 6? Let me think. Oh, he created human beings. He created people. And he said that there would be male and female. So, what are the first 2 people to be on the earth? Oh, we know. Adam and Eve. Well, then God said that there should be a lot of people. And we know it started with 2 people. And now we know in the world there are a lot of people. Well, we see that God created us in his image. He loves us. He created us. We also see that God said that we are supposed to be over the animals, over the dogs, the rabbits. And we see that today. How you may have a dog at home, you may have a cat at home or a rabbit at home, and you're over that animal. You take care of that animal. You feed that animal. And you make sure that it does okay. And so that's what God has told us to do. Well, after he created all these things on day 6, he didn't say it was good. He said it was very good. He didn't say, oh, it's bad. He didn't say, oh, it's just okay. No, he said it was good. Well, let's see what happened on day 7. I'm going to read from Genesis chapter 2, verses 1 through 3. So the heavens and the earth and everything in them were completed. On the 7th day, God had completed his work that he had done, and he rested on the 7th day from all his work that he had done. God blessed the 7th day and declared it holy, for on it he rested from all his work of creation. So we see on day 7, God rested. Everything was completed. Now, was God tired? He wasn't tired. God doesn't get tired. But it was to show us an example. Because we think God created everything in 6 days. Well, think about our week. We have 7 days, but think we have 6 days that you Your parents may work. They may work 5 to 6 days. You guys go to school 5 days. I know you're not in school now, but you go to school those days. Well, you need time to rest, right? Because if you went to school 7 days a week, or if your parents worked 7 days a week, it would get tiring. You need rest. And so he was showing us that we need to rest. But also, we think about on the seventh day, we go on Sunday, we go to church. That we need to come to church and to worship the Lord and to grow in our relationship with Him. That's very important. So we think about this. God is creator. He's all-powerful, and He loves us very much. So here's what I want you to do. I want you to get with your family, and I want you to name as many animals that God would have created on day 6, and also name as many people as you can that are in your family. All right, for today's craft, you guys are going to be making a cube, because we've been talking about the days of creation. So we have day 1, and then day 2, day 3, day 4, day 5, and today we talked about day 6. So you can print this online and go to TusculumBaptist.org, and then once you print it out, you can cut it out, and then there's tabs, and then you can fit it to make this cube, and you can use glue to do that as well. So I hope you have a great time doing this craft. All right. So for next week, we're going to be coming back to services, and they're going to start at 11 a.m., where we're going to have a Teen Kid service. Now, I know that some of you all may not be coming back right away, and that's okay, because we're going to still be doing the online Teen Kid service. Now, for those that will be coming back, you'll be entering through the glass double doors. We're going to be in the CFC, the gym, and I have some pictures here that show the layout. I have tables that are going to be spaced out about 6 feet, and then we'll have 2 children per table, so we can do our social distancing. And so we'll be doing our lesson, our craft, our games, and different things like that from the tables. So I hope that this helps you guys with what's going to happen next week. If you have any questions, of course, you can let me know. And I just want to say that I miss you, I love you, and I hope to see you soon.